are here at the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino. We're in the casino area because we are going to the shops at Mandalay Place. There is lots of shopping in Las Vegas these days, but a lot of people prefer a leisurely visit to the shops at Mandalay Place as they walk from the Luxor Hotel to Mandalay Bay or in the opposite direction. Up we go in the escalator. When you come up the escalator and look right, you will see the -5-degree ice lounge, and that title is exactly what is here. If you pay anywhere from $19 to $75, you can go in the back, which is a room that is made of ice. They will give you a parka and other things to keep you warm. You can have drinks back there, but it really is an ice lounge. And when the temperature in Las Vegas is 105 degrees, the ice lounge might sound like a very good idea if you are not so in love with the idea of an ice lounge. You can order a margarita or some other drink right out here. This is a regular bar. The -5-degree ice lounge has been here 6 years, so enough people like the idea of an ice lounge that they are still in business. -5-degree ice lounge. And this is the boiler room with quite an interesting industrial entrance. It looks like they took a lot of leftover pieces from a junkyard and created an entrance. The boiler room features Chopin wheat martinis, selected cocktails, craft beer, selected wine by the glass, oysters, appetizers, and more, including local drafts. The decor inside is just as interesting as the entrance. Lots of different couches, chairs, tables. Warm and friendly. Next to the ice bar is the Lodge Bar. So far we've come across 3 places to have drinks. However, here's something else. Luxor Luxury Cosmetics. Estee Lauder. Women's fragrances. Fine cosmetics. Ladies, you want to spend your money? This is the place. I have to say, this is intriguing. Come in, try our new non-surgical eye lift. 1 drop, 60 seconds, 15 years younger. Let's see, that would make me about 35. Well, the store here says Frederick's of Hollywood, but Frederick isn't home, it looks like. This is the sign in the Frederick store. Coming soon, another fine retailer. The Art of Music is an interesting store. They have lots of memorabilia here. And Pete Rose will sign his own memorabilia here in this location. The way to find out his schedule is to go on PeteRose.com. And while you're here, you may find lots to look at. There are 2 Art of Music stores in Las Vegas, one at the Mirage and one here at Mandalay Place. Pete Rose is only here at Mandalay Place. Oh my goodness, look at all of this. If you're a fan of Pretty Woman, some souvenir pictures and signatures. Iron Man, wow. Cheers, Jurassic Park, Pink Floyd, Johnny Cash. You can lose a lot of money gambling in Las Vegas and have nothing to show for it. But you can spend here and have a souvenir you will never forget. However, it might be costly. The Who. Odds and sods, The Who. This particular piece with signatures is $39.95. I don't mean $39, $3,995. Peter Lick is a very famous photographer, and his pieces are on display here. By the way, the bench in front of this particular piece, it says this is not for sitting. Don't know why it's there, but it is not for sitting. Anyway, it is a very lovely place to walk around and take a look at the art. We also have Fashion 101, Las Vegas. And the items here look like they are summertime, since Las Vegas is mostly summer. They seem to be looking for some salespeople. So you can have a strapless dress with a high slit and fancy shoes, or you can look like a cowboy, cowgirl. Necklaces, dresses, gifts for the folks back home who didn't come with you on the trip. Well, who would expect this? This is Ron John Surf Shop, right here, considerably away from the surf. But it looks like you can buy surfboards, t-shirts, and skull candy, and other things. Wow. All with their own decor. It's Elton's, and it looks like these are trendy menswear items, somewhat informal and always with it. I think I know somebody who works at Elton's. Frank Marco Polos works at Elton's, and he says he had to change the whole way he was dressing in order to work in this shop. But many rock stars will come and shop here. As you can see, the kinds of clothes they have. I like them. I loved the items at Elton's, and I was told, go right next door. We have a ladies' store called Nora Blue, and I see it. We're going right over there now. So Nora Blue probably dresses the women who would go with the men who would dress at Elton's. Wow, it doesn't look like inexpensive items here. There is a jacket. Beautiful items in Nora Blue. I saw a purse that actually might fit. It was beautiful. It was a shoulder bag. It had some sparkle on it. $1,288. Sadly, that's a little above my budget. But boy, what an interesting store to visit, Nora Blue. Every day of his life, my great uncle drank Guinness Stout. So I know the Guinness name. This is an Irish liquor manufacturer, beer, etc., beer and stout. And this is the first Guinness store using the Guinness brand outside of Dublin. It is a store that has a lot of branded items. It looks to me like it's mostly men, but the lady inside says men and women, and things like playing cards and, well, other accessories. Anyway, the Guinness store. If you want to go to one, you have to go to Dublin, Ireland, or Las Vegas, Nevada. Appropriately, the Guinness store is right next to Rira Irish Pub and Restaurant and Music Room. And here it is. Our Loja Bamboo, I believe, is one of only 2 bamboo stores in Las Vegas, maybe 3. Anyway, they have sheets and other items all made of bamboo. And right here in the aisle we have hot and spicy, which looks to me like hot and spicy sauces. And across we have the restrooms and a guy that waves. And Tino, which looks to me to be jewelry, watches, etc. We'll take a closer look. This is the hot and spicy kiosk with lots of hot sauce and beautifully decorated bottles and items such as hot sauce challenge, book of pleasure and pain, chipotle honey peanuts, ass kickin' corn crunch, climax jerky, more kick your ass peanuts, real hot sauce. I guess if you're up to the challenge, it's really fun. Jalapeno, honey roast peanuts. They have tiny little bottles and great big bottles. Here's a store that's pretty famous in the shops at Mandalay Bay, The Art of Shaving. And there's sadly nobody here to be seen shaving, but they will give you the perfect shave the old-fashioned way. The Art of Shaving has prices in the window. A royal shave, $65, traditional shave, $45, haircut, $50, beard trim, $25. And I suspect these are shaves you will never forget. Jewelers of Las Vegas since 1976. These are stores you will see in many different places. And across the way is flip-flop shops. And there are flip-flops for feet of all sizes. Not to brag, but the sign says the world's greatest sock store. The Las Vegas Sock Market. Wow. And look at this display. So if you like socks, you will want to come here. Another sports store. This is called MVP. And I can see Miss Liberty in the doorway here in many colors. And you can see, I was looking at the jersey 34, reminded me of Walter Payton from Chicago, but this is not Walter's shirt. And here's a big display of boxing legends. So, if you like sports memorabilia, there are a couple places to visit here at the shops. Nike Golf is here, and of course they have everything that the golfer would want to wear. From pink to hot green. AKA seems to be a store for cool young guys. There's an Affliction. I think this is a brand, I'm not sure. But it says live fast. Not particularly in this car, but live fast is a nice slogan. Here's a sign you don't see everywhere. Lick. What color is your tongue? Lots of candy here. It ain't gonna lick itself, says the t-shirt in the front. Rice Krispies treats. Who knew those would become a retail product? And lots of Hershey's Kisses and York mints. If you have a sweet tooth, this is the place. If the gentleman in your life is getting a shave, you can come over to the walk-in salon. Kind of an unusual decor. Anyway, if you need a haircut, ladies, or probably manicure, pedicure, come to the walk-in salon. No mall is complete without a welcome to Las Vegas gift shop. Souvenirs of your visit to Sin City. Optica is a name we see at a number of malls, and it is here too. Optica means glasses, and these are designer frames, Cartier, Chanel. I saw one other one, Tiffany. Flexible spending accounts gladly accepted here. Optica. And in the middle of the aisle, Amparo purses. Need a hat? Chappelle hat? Quite a large store. Lots of walk-by traffic. Who Songs Cantina 1892. Well, Las Vegas wasn't even here in 1892. But they feature margaritas and Mexican food, and they have happy customers sitting right in front. If you don't like Mexican, you can go right next door to Burger Bar, or one more down the line and have pizza. This is Lush, fresh, handmade cosmetics. And it looks to me like there is lots of soap in this store, and that intrigued me because I've been doing some research on cosmetics lately for a reason I won't divulge, but in some places soap is a dirty word and you're supposed to use cleansers and spend more money and more money. But soap is not a dirty word at Lush. They make many different kinds of soaps. And when James starts explaining the differences in the soaps, you are suddenly so intrigued. He said that when he started work here, I think it was a year ago, there were 2 Lush stores in Las Vegas, and now there are either 6 or 7. He goes into details about glycerin in soap and what it does, and by the time you walk out of here, you're buying soap, no matter what they say about cleansing. Very interesting store. Stop by. They do actual demonstrations. You can see the girls, the gentleman in the white shirt, don't know whether you can see that, is actually showing the women how the soap actually works. It's a little more expensive, says James. The handmade soaps are a little more expensive than what you might buy at Walgreens, but he says worth every penny. Every so often in the hallway are tiny little tables and places for 4 folks to sit. Thank you very much. Blue Marble is a name that seemed somewhat familiar, but I couldn't quite place it. Blue Marble has a store at Container Park. And the neat thing about among their many gifts are that the glassware they have is all originally from empty glasses, empty liquor bottles from Las Vegas casinos, and they rework them into, there's a spoon rest. This was neat over here. Where is that? This one. The Grey Goose vodka. They actually took the top of the bottle and put it on the bottom, and now you have a huge wine glass. So very interesting items here, and one of the restaurants, right? The Delano uses the glasses that are made at Blue Marble. Interesting things. The Grey Goose item, it's actually a goblet. I should have known the right word. Lots of folks have shoe obsessions, so why not name the store that? So here is Shoe Obsession, and look at the ladies looking. Everything from flats to high heels in this window, lots of sparkle. And customers inside, so something tells me the prices are reasonable. All kinds of shoes here. Swarovski is everywhere, including here at the shops. And Bay Essentials looks like everything from soda to snacks, the kind of thing you might get at a drugstore. Just about made it to the Luxor, and we have to pass by Pretzel Land, self-explanatory, and a daiquiri bar. Here we are at the Luxor, and it's been a fun walk.